It is Friday, the 10th of June, and tomorrow I'm flying to Mallorca, yay! And you will see all the pieces of this amazing holiday, so stay tuned! Arrived at our destination. You can see my girls over here talking, and the flight was crazy because it was a 6 AM flight, so we had to wake up at 3:50 to get a taxi to the airport. And then, like, I'm not the person that would really need to be at the airport in advance. I don't know, half an hour or so. Actually, once I got to the airport 10 minutes before the scheduled flight, so I'm okay with arriving a bit late, but we actually arrived how much? 40 minutes in advance, and so we had to wait for a while, and now it's 9 o'clock and we are waiting for the car because we have decided to rent one to really enjoy Mallorca. Sorry, I'm constantly saying Mallorca, but it's Mallorca. I should know, I learned Spanish. Oops. So we are just waiting for the car, we will get in and then we will go to Can Picafort, is it? Which is the city where we'll be staying. We've rented an Airbnb, beautiful with air conditioning, which is the most important part about it, and we will unpack, buy some shorts for Laura because she has lost too much weight. And yeah, so talk to you soon. This is an empty glass of Coke. Today actually I had already, how many? 5 or 6, crazy, coffee and mojito, maybe. How many drinks have you had?
Only one.
Only one? Really?
One mojito.
Okay.
So far.
By the way, what I wanted to say and emphasize that today is literally about waiting, because we've been waiting all day for something. At first it was the plane, then it was the car, and now it's the Airbnb, because we have arrived at this restaurant, which is like super cool, by the way. We have arrived here at 11 and it's currently 4:30, we could say, and we've been doing nothing but sitting here and working a bit, chatting, but the wait is too long, especially after waking up at 4 AM. But we will hopefully get to our Airbnb soon. Welcome to our apartment. So this is the hall. As you can see on the left, there is my room. It's a double bed, but I'm definitely gonna be sleeping down here. Back to the hall, to the left, we can see the bathroom. shower, toilet. There is another bedroom with a much better view. Now the best is the living room, kitchen, girls, and check it out. Oh my god! This is unbelievable. Perfect. And we are check out this beautiful sunrise. It's unbelievable. The reason why I'm whispering is that it's now 5:40 and you can tell that we are crazy because Laura is over there. She's working. She woke up at 5 to do some work, and I'm actually in my sportswear because I'm going for a run. So you can tell that we are a bit special, not crazy, and I wonder if there is anyone watching and thinking that you are the same, that you also wake up very early in the morning and to do some sport or to do some work, because that's us and that's a holiday for us. Teda vršek.
Já nemám chlad, ale budu tě vidět jíst, takže trpasnost. Já mohu vidět.
Was it? I just can't decide. It's well. What would you recommend me having? The burrito chicken tinga or patatas bravas?
Totally different.
I know.
Para cenar.
Pero no tengo mucho hambre.
Entonces, patatas bravas.
Voy a tomar patatas bravas.
Vale.
Hi, so I really have to show you and tell you what I'm doing right now, and actually I am laying at the beach and I am working here also, and it's the best spot ever, and I will show it to you right away.
Hello! So I have just finished my run. I'm gonna take a shower, and Laura, what are our plans?
Like that, and actually
Hello.
We are going to watch the sunrise at the beach and we're here.
Yes, and then we're traveling to, what's the name of this? Alcudia. And what are we going to do there?
Find some good restaurant and eat there.
Always
Typical
only
for
about
me.
food.
Yeah, and we will just look around the city because it's really wonderful there, and then we will maybe check what the beach is there like, because it's also wonderful there.
Yes.
So.
But fun fact, I actually hate water. So but yesterday I put my foot in it, and it was quite okay, right?
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, so I don't enjoy beaches that much, but I like to look at them, so... And Laura is the complete opposite. She would spend the whole day in water. I don't understand.
That's me. We have just arrived in Alcudia, is it? And we're gonna take a look around this historical city, we could say. And we're also planning to go to the markets because they are here today in this city. And then, of course, we're gonna eat some food because food is life and we are the foodie type of travelers. So let's see. How beautiful.
Hello! I've decided to have a chat with you about how to learn languages while you are traveling. I mean, when you are on holiday, if you should stop completely or if you should continue as you normally do. And I have summed up, I think, at least 5 tips how I personally still study Spanish when I'm on holiday, and so that I don't completely skip my language routine, let's say. So my first tip is not to stop learning completely, but slow down a bit. Don't expect that you will be able to give your usual 100%, but on the other hand, also don't stop learning completely, because it is really difficult to get back on track if you stop for a few days. As I constantly say on my social media, when it comes to languages and generally things you want to learn, it's really necessary to create a daily habit. And this daily habit should be sustainable and enjoyable even though you are away. So if you feel like you cannot continue learning a language, English, when you are traveling, then maybe you should consider if the method you're trying to use to learn that language is really enjoyable for you. Because if you desperately need a break from it, maybe there is something bad about the method in the first place. What I, for example, do when I'm, let's say, at home and I don't have anything special going on, I usually learn Spanish for 30 to 40 minutes a day. No matter what, it's always the 30 minutes a day, the minimum. But here I don't study or learn for 30 minutes a day, but I do it for 15 minutes a day instead. 15 minutes a day, everybody can find that time, especially on holiday, and if you say that it's not possible, then you are definitely lying to yourself. So I study for 15 minutes a day, and of course it is not perfect. I'm definitely not learning anything new, and that's my second tip. Don't try to learn and understand some new difficult topic or grammar or vocabulary when you are traveling, and just focus on revision, because revision is as important, maybe even more important than learning new things. And I guess holiday is a perfect time to find time for the revision, so I only revise. Third tip, talk to as many people as possible, because I expect that when you are traveling abroad you don't speak the language that is spoken there, or you, for example, travel to an English-speaking country and people worldwide usually speak at least a bit of English. They at least get by. It's a great opportunity for you to practice English in real life, to practice it practically. So definitely go to the restaurant and talk to the waiter. Go to the shop and talk with the cashier. Try and make friends on the beach while you are sunbathing. Do something and talk to some people. It can be a short conversation, but even that count. My next tip is to visualize what it would be like if you could speak English fluently. Many people learn another language or English especially because they want to travel and they feel like that because of the language barrier they cannot really enjoy themselves 100%, and it's true, because if there is a language barrier then it is really difficult not to stress yourself out at the airport, at the restaurant. I don't know, for example, if anything bad happens, then you have to communicate with the doctor or with the agency, whatever, and it can become really stressful eventually. So when you are away, imagine what it would be like if you could confidently order a drink, if you could fluently have a chat with somebody on the beach, or if you could just, I don't know, watch the local TV or anything. I think it's a great place, I mean on your holiday, to really feel the motivation and then bring it back home. And my final tip is to cut yourself some slack. It's just a holiday. It's not that important what you do on the holiday compared to what you do in the remaining days of the year, because still one holiday is usually, I don't know, 1 maximum 2 weeks, and what's really important is what you do, let's say, in the other weeks of the year. So if, I don't know, anything happens and you eventually don't find any time to do anything on your holiday, not even to say hi to somebody in English, doesn't really matter. What's really important is that as soon as you are back home, you jump back to your previous language learning routine and you just continue as if there was no break. So those are my tips. You could have seen a few clips from this holiday already. I'm not gonna go into much detail what we are actually doing here, what is it like and so on, because I have recorded a podcast where I will be going into a lot of detail of what we have experienced, what has happened to us, our tips and all of these things. So definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel or to my podcast channel so that you don't miss out on it. So instead of going to the restaurant that you could have just seen, we have decided to leave. It was the first time I have experienced such a terrible service, because the guy that was serving us, he didn't even say hi or anything. He just started wiping our table even though we all said hi, and then I said thank you for wiping the table and he didn't even say anything, and then he just said eat or drink, and he put the menus on our table and we were like, okay, we're done, bye. So we're heading to find another restaurant, but there are so many that we will definitely be lucky to find some better one. So it is 6 o'clock in the morning and we have just finished packing, and it's Saturday, so that means that we've got to leave. And it's been such a short holiday. We've been here since last Saturday, so it's been a whole week, but yeah, it went by pretty quickly. What I wanted to say is that this is the end of this vlog. Let me know if you enjoyed it and if I should do more travel vlogs on regular basis, because I definitely want to travel more than I did during COVID, of course. And if you want to hear all that we've experienced and hear all the stories and details, where we lived, how did we find this amazing accommodation, because look at it, this is the view from our balcony. I will try and focus the camera. Well, it's so beautiful and I will really miss it. Anyway, definitely subscribe to my channel, because there will be a podcast talk going out pretty soon. I guess like in 2 weeks I will publish an episode of English listening, where I will be only talking about all these details, so stay tuned for that.